So I just had the privilege of leading the January Project trip for now 2010, and it's been fun for me to see all of the great things that God has done on this trip, because I've gone on a few of these projects now and you never really quite know what to expect. But this time in particular, I got to see God move in helping students to really reach out to an entire campus for Christ in ways that I have not seen before. For example, at La Habra High School, we had students that basically had a rally. It's very similar to the ones they've done in the past. They had pizza, they had a guest speaker, they did some advertising for it, standard run-of-the-mill kind of stuff. But they also, at this particular event, were able to go out while the rally was going on and pass out gospel tracts to tons of the people who were not at the rally right now. We got this amazing opportunity because it was actually raining during the week and the students were all clumped around. So never done a whole rally week in the rain before, never really got to see students do things outside of just having a guest speaker come, but we got to see that on this trip. And it really was just the beginning of all the great stuff God was doing. In addition to that, we worked over at Cal High and got to see an amazing testimony on 2 different days happen where students were coming up and just really kind of broken. We had at least 1 student per each school be able to make a decision to accept Christ in a very sincere way. I mean, sometimes we get students that come up and say, yeah, I think I might want to know who Jesus is, and we're excited about that. We don't know what God's going to do with it. But we got a real privilege this time around because we actually got to see students like laying down their lives, like saying, yeah, I want to do a complete 180. I want to go to church. I want to go to the Christian club. I want to read my Bible because I've had this stuff going on at home and my life's messed up and I can relate to your story, so please tell me how I can know Jesus. And that was what we got to see on this trip. So I've been on trips where we've seen a lot more students come to know Christ, or different numbers kind of thing. This kind of time, I was excited to see the sincere hearts. And we were just telling the team before we started doing anything that if even 1 person for each school was able to accept Christ and be able to spend eternity with Jesus, it would all be worth it. And that's what we saw happen. And we're seeing more fruit of that come by as the days go on. I'm sure that there will be new people attending clubs. We've seen Christians be excited and be mobilized to do more outreach. And one of the unexpected benefits, we actually have now 4 new schools that want to do similar events leading up to Easter, which is a program that we might be running with this entire semester to see how many schools we can get involved. So really, my friends, this is just the beginning of all the great stuff that God is doing, and He just let us play a part in because He's that great. So I hope you find that encouraging, and thanks again for your prayer support, because that's really why I think this is going on right now, is because of all the prayers. So, thanks. Take care.